What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by, spending a few minutes of your time here with me today. I wanted to quickly go over with you this losing trade I took on the DJ30 on Friday and show you the simplest reason why this trade failed. Okay. And also what I can do next time to avoid this from this losing trade. Okay. So, and here, this was a good continuation trade, to be honest with you. Looking back in hindsight, okay, and if I would have been paying more attention on the day, okay, this is closing price of the previous day, this yellow line, right? Here's Tokyo high, here's the high of the day, okay? So when we start trading back up here higher and we break through those levels right here in this gap time, okay, then we bounce off a closing price, come up here, bounce off a closing price. This is a nice continuation pattern right here on top of that level, bouncing off closing price to go higher, right? I'm sure that our good friend Sniper over there on his channel, he probably would have taken this long trade, right? But I, my stubborn self, wanted to short the market. I like trading reversals, right? So if the market's going up, I'm trying to sell it. If the market's going down, I'm trying to buy it. Okay. So I took this entry near 10 o'clock, somewhere between 10 and 10:30, okay, and set my levels, set my target, set my stop loss, and let the trade run. And I took this loss, okay? And it's not that big of a deal because look at the types of trades we're taking. We could lose this 8 times over and still make money when we win, okay? So there's a simple reason in my head why this trade failed, okay? And this is, of course, in hindsight. The trade looked good to me when I was trading it in real time, but looking back, it was obvious, okay? And if I would have zoomed out on the day, I would have seen this, or I should have seen this, right? But the simple fact is that no daily level was broken for this trade, for this short trade, okay? Right? We want to see those daily levels broken or a weekly level broken because that is triggering higher time frame traders into the market, right? So when we come down here, we break the low of the week. That triggers weekly time frame traders into this market, okay? Traders who are trading the breaks of weekly candles. So higher time frame traders are potentially triggered into this market down here, and that's why this trade, you know, goes from the low of the day straight up to the high of the day. All right. But up here, we did not break the high of Thursday, and I just tried to short this thing back down to the London lows. All right. I was cocky because I've been taking good trades for the last few weeks. You know what I mean? 10 o'clock entries. I've been killing it, bro. So I just got in there with little thought, took the trade, lost the trade. Okay. But no daily high was broken for me to take this trade. And that's a very important uh, piece of the puzzle. That's a very important ingredient for the recipe that we're cooking up in here. Okay. You can see the difference on Wednesday when I took this short trade on Wednesday. All right. We had broken Tuesday's high and then started to fall, right? We had this little false break right here. And I traded that and it worked out. Why? Because we have higher time frame traders triggered into this market and we go straight from high of day to low of day. Okay. And that was not the case here. So that's the simplest way I can explain why I lost this trade and why we need to wait for a level to be broken, right? Train your eyes to move horizontally at the levels. We all know this, okay? But nobody's perfect. So I took this losing trade on Friday, and it is what it is, all right? But you can see this loss is not even equivalent to, what I made over here. So it's not like we blew an account or something like that. We're using proper risk management, but this is It just is what it is. It's not always going to work out. And when we lose, we should go back, keeping the system in mind, and ask ourselves, why did we take this trade? Why did we lose this trade? What can we look for? What can we do better next time? Okay, to avoid this happening, right? So, just to reiterate, we need to see a daily or weekly level broken before we take a trade, right? Anyway, man, until next time, I hope you continue to free your mind.